no one would ever even know what your reasons for. You could come up with every excuse that would seem acceptable to the rest of the world, but every time you even had to say it, you'd know you were lying. You know that you lied to yourself. You know that betrayed who you really were, and that is not something
to have
I
that
could deal
feeling.
With. And even outside of that, for me it was, I want to realize this dream. Right? I didn't say I'm going to go out there and try and be the best in the world by coming up against something that was an obstacle and being like, oh, well, I guess I can't do that now.
Right.
It's like if these, I've been in the gym with all these people. I've seen, I'm beating this dude's ass already, and he's a pro. Or I'm doing this, or I know I can do this. I know that my will says you can beat me today, but I'm going to come back every day and keep trying to beat you. I tried to beat everyone that was ever better than me. And it's just always the way I am.
But that's a sickness, bro.
Yeah, well,
something's wrong with us.
It's guaranteed to give you, especially if you're not the right person, to give you physical and mental anguish. Right? My knees can tell me every day about what I've done with my life, and yet, even when I was playing football, I remember getting a ride home from someone one time, a parent or a teacher or something, and them saying, well, when you're going to be a kid, man, you could be or when you're older, you're probably going to be in a wheelchair from all this, wear and tear on your body. And I just said, yeah, well, I'll be in a wheelchair with glory and memories of doing things that people couldn't do because they didn't.
Are you entertained?
Yeah.
It's a funny thing because of the averages do always say that. The commonality, the common person always say those kind of things where there's no way you're going to be on magazines. You can't model. You can't be on the cover of the magazine. You can't show your body. You're not going to look. You're done by 25, 30. Mm-hmm. And then my magazine just came out again, and it's like, wait a minute. I was first on the magazine. It's in '87, when you're still in high school, junior high school, and a magazine came out in 2022. It's like we're still doing this. We're still in it, and we're still that much passion.
Well, and you have to realize there are Mike O'Hearns, except they almost never exist. That's fine, but until a Mike O'Hearn at whatever age this journey starts trying to make that journey, the Mike O'Hearn from 40 years ago isn't the same guy as here, and there was this giant litany of time and work and testing and theory and all this stuff put into developing a guy that can still be at the top of what he does now, not just the top of what he did then. And that's a progression. You don't have a bad handoff and just like the wrong warm up and still bench 1,086 pounds or some shit like that unless you're Scott. That's the way it is. And everybody starts from somewhere, and we can all tell a story about someone we met that seemed not just average but below average, but their work ethic, their heart, their will, and their want were so good that now people go like, well, I could never be that guy. It's like, you're right, because you're deciding that you cannot.
Don't move from that. For both of you, I got to ask, have you in your journey met the average Joe outwork the talented, gifted athlete?
Oh, hell yeah.
How many times?
Right? All the time. So
right?
much. Very, 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 very
You
common.
cannot judge
The talented Joe relies on his talent, not his will, because it's never tested. You know what I mean? It's like the
They
talented
can always
guy.
exceed to such a level that they can quit out on a day and they're still better than,
But the guy that doesn't have the genetics will work and work and work and work and work and work. Like my brother that you spoke to. No genetics. The guy would work his ass off and got everything he did, just didn't have the tool set, but was able to achieve it. There are guys like that.
Well,
I love those kind of guys.
And the guy with talent, also, if he really wants to be somebody special, he's got to put the work in.
No matter what,
So
you got to
from
suffer.
my perspective, I can at least say, like, you guys both have the talent and had the talent to begin with, but you also coupled that with a work ethic that then took that talent, immersed it to a level that was like, okay, we're high for the normals. But then you went and exceeded it beyond because it wasn't enough. It wasn't good enough, and you knew that there was more that you could get out of it, and so you took it as far as it could go. I'm constantly telling people about my.
But you're always at as far as it can go, and then you're banging on it more and more and more and more. It's like you're hitting that wall until that wall breaks.
You're trying to do how much right now? 11 what?
No, I'll be over 1,200.
Yeah, a 1,200 pound bench.
Yeah.
Why? Because.
Why? Because that's what I was born to do.
And yet you've already benched 10 this, 11 that.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah, I still gotta give it another squeeze.
Hunger.
You know what? I don't know.
Freaking hunger.
I mean, I don't know. Look at everything that we all do, and then you look and you go, take that away. There's no goal. There's no drive. There's no.
Oh my God. Exactly.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I
I
mean,
said
what
this the other
happens
day,
when
I
that's
said-
pulled away?
Somebody says, why do you still get that ripped and lift that heavy? You're not competing. I go, are you a moron? Sorry. But the concept of you going, wait a minute, I never did this for the trophy.
Right.
It was never, if it's for the trophy, you're done. You're done. If it's for fame, it's for money, you're done. It is about what I can do and push myself to do and create something that nobody's seen before.
It's
And
your-
so it's
it's your
always about that.
legacy.
Well, I
It's
still
never the
bring it up to
trophy.
people that I go, you really don't get Mike. The guy, well, he'll go on like a bulk cycle for I don't know why through his eating and his training, and he'll get big as shit. He'll get 280, 2 whatever, maybe even 3 bills. Still stay quite lean for it, and then all of a sudden just I'm gonna shred down to 240 something, and then still squat insane amounts of weight. Still be benching 4 plates for reps, and it's just like he does it because he wants to prove to himself either he wants to or he's trying
He's
to
amazing.
test something or he's testing
amazing.
something. He's figuring something out. Mike's not doing it for no reason.
No.
And I've taken Mike's power bodybuilding program, put my athletes through it, and then mix that with cycles with like Menser stuff and other things, and even go back to 5x5s and just watch people grow. I got strong, and I do all this shit before I ever put any of my athletes through it. So I did Mike's program right off the bat.
100%.
7 sets of 2,
100%.
5 sets of 2, building into these heavy deficits with high set rates, and then watching. Okay, I love it. I love the way it works. This is great. This is great for power development, and I'm getting the size I want. Boom! Now I'm gonna put you on it, Shane, and now I'm gonna put you on it, Victor. Now you guys are all following it. Here's your 6 week, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna taper off for 2, and then come back again. And, yeah.
Well, you know what? Every one of us have built this system up, and we've made mistakes while we've done it, and we personally put ourselves through it and figured out the combination to get through whatever doorway we needed to get through. And now we're at this point to where we know our system so well that it's just it's not a system, it's our lives. And that's what it boils down to be.
I asked you that earlier. I said that what is it that makes you go, okay, car accident, let me come back, let me try something different, let me work around it, let me heal this spot, and then let me go forward and fight again.
Yeah, no, I get it, bro.
Everyone
It's-
would have gave you a pass if you'd have said, okay, that wreck
Yeah,
is bad
you're
enough.
done. You've done it.
Hey, when you get lemons, you make damn good lemonade.
Then maybe you throw a little vodka in there too. With it.
Oh,
Hey, whatever it takes,
See how they
bro.
did that? See how they
Hey,
did
whatever it takes to get you to get to that next thing.
I just hope you guys at home understand that it's never. There's goals. There's goals of winning. There's goals of becoming the champion. There are those goals, but it's the 4 a.m. in the mornings for me, the struggles, the training, the banter, even
Yeah.
the head grind. That's living in it, and that's what we really. That's the journey. That's where we talked about how there's a bondage, or a partnership, friendship. It's deeper than as soon as you just miss the average Joe. I know the pressure on your
It's a soul
chest.
bond.
Yeah.
So
And then we don't sit on our laurels about the thing that we are experts at, or the thing that we know best. Of course, we love that, and we wouldn't do it if we didn't. But then Mike and I are at the same auditions, and I'm in the room being like, and other stuff being like, you need to talk to my buddy Mike. No, he looks the role. I think you should talk to him. Or then he's got a judo black belt. Yeah, it just doing more and doing
bringing
more.
each other.
You were training fighting before you got into
Yeah,
this stuff.
yeah, I was a fighter too.
Bike culture,
Yeah,
car stuff. Like
yeah.
it's just taking other things and then incorporating them into your life and developing this and developing that and seeing
you
where
know
it can
what?
go.
I got a question for you. Did you ever try out for Captain America?
Superman
Oh, wow.
got down to the final 5 the year that Brandon Roth got it,
Dude, do you realize you are Captain America?
We're still pushing. Thank you, brother.
I'm
Thank
like,
you.
I don't know why Chris Evans got that. I always tell everybody, I go, how the fuck did he get that?
What's that? What's up? So two things, because I want him. Now that I'm a father for the first time, I understand. I grew up with probably before your time, but maybe you do know like Jeff Magruder, Doug Furness, Doyle Kennedy.
Yeah, for sure.
That's who I started with at 11, 12, 13 years old. So you guys at home may not know these, but these are the greatest. I thought they were average Joes. I didn't know they were the greatest powerlifters in the entire world.
You know who my first workout partner was? My first pro, Mike Menser.
Mike Metzer. See, you went with bodybuilding pro. I went with the best powerlifters.
So were you talking like Gym of Seattle days? Stuff like that?
Before that, Magruder's Fitness Center over in Redmond, Washington. So when I started, and talks about circle of friends, because you just said we're at the same auditions, we're bringing each other. Don't tell him he's coming to the, I get to hang out with two of the greatest in the entire world. That's kind of a cool circle.
No,
but that's a circle.
I get to hang out with two of the greatest in the entire world. But I was gonna break in and be like, dude, look who I'm with. Look, forget what he said, okay? Look who I'm with right now. Unbelievable.
Got questions for Mike?
Let me finish this real quick. Let me finish this because this, as a father, and for the fathers that are at home or the kids that are at home, put yourself around the circle of people that are better than you. If you can do that, it's going to heighten you. It is seriously going to take you up a level. And so it's cool at my house because my house is always busy and everybody's coming through. And so I got Rampage coming through and messing with Titan. I got Clay Guida coming through and messing Michael Bisbee. So I got these kind of guys that he doesn't know yet that he's going to look at as those are average Joes.
Right.
That's just a regular
So
guy.
his
That's just
ceiling-
daddy's buddy.
Yeah, that's who
His
he hangs with all the
ceiling
time.
is the greatest in the world. And so when people say to him, well, why, how did you, he's already set up to win because he's at such a higher level. And so if you guys can, I just think it's a beautiful thing to be around these two guys. And I think about my friendships with these people. It's a truly gift.
Yeah, and develop a sense of positive envy where, okay, I've seen that this can be done. That means I could do it too. That means it's possible for me.
Yeah.
If they're able to do it, then I can do it. And if I can't do it, I'll find out because I gave it my all, and then I'll adjust and I'll do what is capable of me.
Right. No, I agree 100%.
Be driven.
The man with the heart beats the man with the talent. A circle of people around you is the greatest thing. It is not easy.
No.
None of us had an easy journey. We had battles, but the why outweighed the quit.
Exactly.
Well, what we did was we got around the best in the world, and somehow we convinced them that we belong there.
I think they just saw us fail and fail and fail and keep coming back.
That's it.
And keep struggling.
That's it.
And then being like, you know what?
Get
that's
face
fine.
slammed every day, and then every day you show back up.
Today's the day that today might not be the day that I succeed, but I'll find that day because I'll keep coming back. I'll keep showing up.
Yeah.
And it's the same for all of us. And people love to remark upon the end result, but the end result is just an example of the countless hours that you never see. And that's such a cliche thing to say, but it is.
No, it's 100% true.
Yeah. If you think you want to be Mike O'Hearn, then you
Oh,
better be up at 4 a.m.
By the
you
way,
better be like religious with your diet. You better, and then it's not just about, oh, well, I can just eat like Mike does. It's like, well, actually, no, you probably might have to alter to you, and you can take that as a basis, but you're going to have to adapt, switch. You're going to have to do lifts similar, but maybe not this. You're going to have to find your own way because Mike